It's a rematch of the 2016 Division I Girls South Sectional Tournament, and the defending state champion Bishop Feehan Shamrocks are the hosts tonight, where your Braintree Womps come in at 3-0, trying to get revenge against the Shamrocks that ended their long winning streak and stopped the three-peat for the Womps last season. Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Poster here for BCAM TV. With the Womps coming in at 3-0 off a win 66-56 over Newton North on Thursday, they try to get revenge. Leading the way will be Keela Dixon, who scored 22 points in the win, and she'll take on BU bound guard Katie Nelson, who had 18 points and leads the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks, also 3-0 out of the Eastern Athletic Conference. The Shamrocks last season ended the Womps run, stopped their chance to three-peat at a state championship, and then went on to win that state championship just a few games later. The Womps and the Shamrocks, one of these teams will get their first loss of the season. We'll find out who in just 32 minutes of basketball, coming up next right here on BCAM. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bishop Feehan High School inside the main gymnasium here at the home of the Shamrocks. Jeff Poster for BCAM TV. Glad you could join us here tonight for the game of the season already, and we're 4 games in, the rematch of the 2016 Girls Division I South Sectional between the Shamrocks and the Womps. Last season, it was all Bishop Feehan who ended up beating Braintree, stopped their 62-game winning streak going back to the 2013-14 season, and it was actually a 70 in-state game winning streak. They ended up winning that game last year over the Womps, 63-49 is their win over Mansfield last Thursday, and Braintree coming off a 66-56 win over Newton North, which at the time had been their toughest test, as they face Sayani Lassiter and the Newton North Tigers. But tonight is a different animal, with the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks sending out their captain and Boston University bound guard Katie Nelson. These are the 2 favorites once again in the state this season to be the state champions. Unfortunately, they play in the same section of the state, in the South Sectional, so only one of them can go to the state championship in Springfield later this season. Right now, the starters first for the visiting Womps are being announced. It's going to be the sophomore guard, number 00, Adriana Timberlake, a junior guard, number 3, Jenna Roach, a junior forward, number 13, Rachel Tutkis, a senior guard, number 23, Keela Dixon, and a senior guard forward, number 24, Bella Tanetti, under head coach Kristen McDonald, assisted by Amanda McKinney, Kelly McDonald. And for the Shamrocks, it'll be a senior number 5, Katie Nelson, a senior number 10, Mary Rourke, a junior number 15, Anna Shaughnessy, a senior number 30, Emily Michelli, and a senior number 44, Marissa Fontaine, under head coach Michael Deedy, assisted by Al Sevenson and Jake Curran. I'm going to pause here briefly with the playing of the national anthem. We're just about set to go here. Again, the Womps coming off a their toughest win so far this season, 66-56 over Newton North. The score is not quite indicative of what it had been. The Tigers came back in the fourth quarter with their Florida State-bound senior Sayani Lassiter, and Kristen McDonald said she might have emptied the bench a little bit too early in that one. So it was a good test for the Womps in preparation for this matchup with the Shamrocks after two huge blowouts to open up the season. And tonight, Kristen McDonald, who had really been using every one of her players thus far, says the bench is going to be shortened tonight, and she's got her best five out there to start this game. She's been kind of tinkering with the starting five through the first three games, but these are her best five that she's putting out there: Roach, Dixon, Tutkiss, Timberlake, and Tanetti. Tutkiss is going to tip this one up with Michelli, who wins it and controls the Shamrocks in the white uniforms with the green numbers and trim, moving left to right across the screen. Braintree in the blue away jerseys with the white numbers as Dixon gets a hand on the pass from Nelson, knocks it out of bounds, and will stay Shamrocks ball. Shelley down low, trying to use her size advantage over Jenna Roach. The rebound was briefly controlled by Shaughnessy, and then it was taken away. By Braintree the other way. This is the last touch by Shamrocks. Braintree get it just 3 seconds off the shot clock. Timberlake's going to tee up a three and nails it. 3-point lead here early for the Womps, and they're already out on a midcourt press here, with Rourke bringing the ball the other way. And off to Michelli. Michelli is fouled by Roach. Into Michelli. Up top, Nelson's first touch, harassed by Dixon. That's the matchup tonight. That's Rourke. Shelley for three, can't answer. Rebound, bounces out of bounds to our right. And Braintree will control. Well, Braintree a different team than Bishop being beat last year as Dixon drives in the lane, kick out to Roach. Much smaller team. They're trying to play a lot of transition and run as opposed to half-court post-ups as Tanetti drives and is fouled on her way to the lane. Shaughnessy is going to pick up the personal. Timberlake inbounding from the baseline. A little bit of trouble. Gets it into Dixon. Keela, one-on-one, drives into the paint, puts up with the left hand and gets it to fall. First 2 points of the night for Dixon. Hand off to Rourke. Center court, Michelli. Size over Roach. They also have Fontaine down low. That shot no good as Michelli gets an offensive board. Fontaine down low, no tie-up from Tanetti. Down low Shaughnessy, and Tanetti with a big block. Rebound controlled by Roach. Dennis slows things up. Shot no good. Roach tracks down the rebound in the corner. It's got to be a foul, but no call. As Nelson got tangled up with Tanetti, Kristen McDonald was livid. But she's not going to get the call. 5-0 the early advantage here for the Womps. That one blocked again by Tanetti. She flicks the block and steal. Pass up ahead. Timberlake on the fast break. Lays it up and in. Bella Tanetti has got the defense going here early. And it's a timeout. Bishop Feehan with 5:18 left to go. Braintree on a 7-0 run to open up the game. So as I said, this is actually, if you count the scrimmages, this is the third matchup this season for these two teams. Neither coach was willing to give me the results of those scrimmages, but they definitely learned some things from each other, and it wasn't scheduled that way. It's just purely by chance. They have these preseason tournament scrimmages, and Braintree happened to get matched up with Bishop Feehan in 2 of them. So not only did they play each other and close out their season against the Shamrocks, the Womps got an early look at them again. But it's a two-way street. Both teams only lost really one player from their South Sectional tournament teams last year, but Braintree lost a key player in Brianna Herlihy. Good ball movement to break the press. A 3-ball attempt, no good. Offensive rebound by Shaughnessy, put up, no good. And Tutkiss gets the board. Up ahead to Tanetti. That shot no good. The rebound pulled down by Shaughnessy. Nelson's 3, no good. The shots just aren't falling right now for the Shamrocks. They retain possession here. Fresh clock. Another 3-ball attempted. Side rim. Michelli, an offensive board, gets it right back to Rourke. Shaughnessy's shot is blocked, I believe, by Dixon. Tutkiss was down there too. Dixon spins through the paint, up and in. Keela Dixon doing pretty good work here so far in the early on. She's got 4. Michelli controlling up against Roach. Nelson down low to Fontaine. They get it to Rourke in the paint. Finally stops the bleeding here. The finger roll in. 92 with 4 minutes left in the first. Adriana Timberlake, the sophomore, taking on an expanded role this season. And Nelson gets in the passing lane, keeps it in bounds. Tutkiss able to catch up, gets there, but not enough to alter the shot. As Nelson's able to put it up and in. That's what BU saw in her. Timberlake, again. Tanetti stepped inside the 3-point line, thought about the 3, and one thing Bella has struggled with is taking that first step on her fake to drive, and she gets called for the travel. .324 left to go, 9-4 the score. Braintree up over the Shamrocks. Full court pressure again as Alyssa Tenaglia, Mackenzie Moore come in. Dixon and Tanetti get a breather. Tenaglia, Nelson gets past her. Rebound, held ball between Riley Rahif, who had just come in. Possession arrows in favor of Braintree. Roach dancing through the paint, kick out. Timberlake thought about a 3, instead drives baseline and bounces the ball off the foot of Nelson out of bounds. Just a quick breather for Brianna Gillen, who had come in, and Fontaine comes right back in. Timberlake, again, having some trouble getting the ball in bounds, and Tenaglia, back of her left heel, just cost the time strip in his backcourt. First turnover for Tenaglia. It's going to get Keela Dixon back in the game. Jenna Roach comes out. Timberlake's going to stay in. She thought she was coming out. Tenaglia out to pressure Nelson as she brings the ball across half court. That's Smith, Nicole Smith in there for the first time. Free throw line for Lakeith. Passes it up. Down low, blocked by Timberlake, and Tutkus has control of the ball. Third rebound already. First block for Timberlake. And a foul going against Lakeith. It's only the second team foul. There's only been 3 fouls so far here in this first period. Clean game. Tutkus looked at Tenaglia, shook her off down low, and now Dixon against Michelli up top. Dixon driving. Michelli got a piece of it. Looked like all ball, but they're calling the foul on her, and Keela's going to get a pair at the line. That's her first. Team's third. 2 shots here for Keela. Makes the first. Roach and Tonetti come back in. Tutkus and Tenaglia head out. Keela makes them both. She's got 6. Braintree's 11. Nelson dribbled it off her foot, out of bounds. Good pressure defense from Jenna Roach. Talking to Coach Mike Deedy before the game, he looks very frustrated after that. He said if they could beat Braintree's pressure, they would play pretty well. If they couldn't, they're in for trouble. And so far, Braintree's full court. Saw it right there, giving the Shamrocks some fits. Kenzie Moore, first touch for her. Pass over to down low, nice pass. Timberlake outside, Roach for 3, no good. And Michelli with the rebound, looking to push the pace. Nelson gets it to walk in. Or rather, Riley Laheath does, from Nelson. Roach. Another foul on Michelli, that's 2 on her. And Coach Deedy's going to have to think about sitting her down, and immediately on cue, Mary Rourke gets off the bench and comes in for Michelli. 4th team foul. Side out for Braintree. Dixon is going to tee up a long 3 and drains it. Big time buckets for Keela Dixon. Dixon already with 9 points in the first quarter. We still got a 1:11 left to go. Laheath answers right back with a short 2 of her own. She's got 4. Dixon, left-hand dribble, trying to get around the defense. Kick out, back outside Tonetti. Tonetti splits the D, puts it up off the glass and in. First 2 of the night for Bella. And Roach out to pressure Nelson. This time, a little too close for comfort and commits the personal. That's the second on Jenna. And we see a first appearance of Allie Dillon tonight. As Roach will come out with the 2 fouls. Second team foul. She's the only one to commit fouls so far for Braintree with 51.8 left. Kenzie Moore, a little late to look for that one. Nelson ends up getting it. Good kick out and a fine for Fontaine underneath. Partially blocked by Mackenzie Moore, but she still got enough for the bucket. First 2 of the night for Fontaine. Dixon trying to use the screen from Maddie Fay. Wildly into the paint. She still gets the fall. When you're hot, they say. And Keela Dixon is hot right now. Nelson. Shamrocks looking for the final shot here. So they're going to put up the 3. No good. Fontaine gets a hand on the offensive board. Down low to her again. Bounce pass to Nelson in the paint. 4 seconds. Tee up another 3. That one bounces around. Tonetti controls the board, and we are through 1 as a result. And Braintree out to an 18-10 lead of a pretty good play from Keela Dixon. She's got 9 points out of half of Braintree's points from Dixon on the long three. 11 points, the 2 free throws. So 1 in the books, 3 to go, 8 minutes, put it back up on the clock. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one here from Bishop Feehan. It's 18-10 Braintree.
Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys are much too much. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We got the spirit. We're hot. We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Back here at Bishop Feehan High School are the Womps and the Shamrocks. A rematch of the South Sectional Finals last year, in which Braintree had their epic run finally halted. But talking to Coach Krista McDowell before the game, the girls are kind of excited because for once they're the underdogs. They haven't been the underdogs in about 4 years. Tonight they come into it as Bishop Feehan is the favorite to repeat. They'll start with the ball, still moving left to right. Katie Nelson, she's a big reason why, finds spontaneous, immediately triple team. Well, Heath puts up a shot, no good. Timberlake with the rebounds. Dixon, Timberlake in the corner. Keela had it all going in that first quarter, did not miss. And this one taken away from her. She's able to recover, still 15 on the clock. And Nelson again, second time tonight, she's jumped in the passing lane. Tanetti, if you're gonna foul, you gotta wrap them up so they don't make the shot. Instead, Katie Nelson gets hacked and has a chance for a 3-point play. Makes it, and makes it a 5-point game. It's just the first personal on Bella. Third team foul as Jenna Rocher, as the other 2, comes back in for Tanetti. Dixon will bring the ball up. Maddie Fay, first touch for her. They played a great game against Newton North, controlling the paint, especially on the glass. Heath almost took that one away, or Rourke rather, from Dixon. Tutkiss driving the paint with the right hand, scoops it up and in. First 2 of the night for Rachel Tutkiss. Katie Nelson breaks the press. Stutter step, stops from the elbow, pops, shot, no good. Dixon hit the rebound, out, but no one could get it. The Heath shot blocked by Fay. All the way at the other end, and Heath's able to return the favor. Maddie Fay commits the personal. It's her first. Team's fourth. We're even there now. Cole Smith back into the game, bringing the ball. Nelson might play all 32 minutes. Nice find, cutting to the basket. Couldn't finish though with Shaughnessy. And Dixon's got the ball. Krista McDowell yelling for a timeout. Finally gets it. 20-13. Shamrocks are finding a way to break through the press. They started to cause some havoc down on the offensive end of the floor. Now a 7-point game, 20-13. Braintree, very high shooting percentage at the moment. That's what's got them the lead. In fact, I don't know if they've missed. 6:08 left to go here in the first half. And Braintree, you know, They had this game circled as soon as the schedule came out. But so did Bishop Feehan. As much as they're the defending state champs, in their heads they still feel like there's always something to prove if you can beat Braintree. He's just had this tremendous run of success over the last 4 or 5 seasons under Kristen McDonald, now in her 9th season with the Womps. Bishop Feehan, no slouch of their own. You can see girls basketball banners here in the gym. They have been conference champions year after year after year. Tutkiss back in the game, gives it over to Dixon. Keela, left-hand dribble, pass off to Roach. And that one, I think it might have been partially tapped. Faye's able to get it. Dixon doesn't recognize the shot clock. Very good defense there from the Shamrocks, forcing the shot clock violation. That is the worst kind of turnover you can have, especially out of a timeout. It's got to frustrate Coach McDonald. Timberlake staying tight on Rourke, gives it over to Nelson. Nelson, he traveled. Timberlake stops, finds Faye, top of the key. Tutkiss gets it over to Dixon, going to try another 3, and she cannot miss tonight. Keela Dixon has been unstoppable so far. Doesn't matter how far from the basket it is. Michelli the other way, runs into a wall, and they're going to call, it's either going to be Dixon or Tutkiss on the block. It's Dixon. First personal for Keela, and 2 at the line here for Michelli. Team fouls. All of a sudden, Braintree now leading that category. 5:09 left in the half. Keela's going to get her first breather of the night. Hard to sit her for very long the way she's playing though. Michelli makes them both. 15-23, the Shamrocks trail. Jenna Roach running the point now. Over to Tutkiss. Trying to find some space. Baseline finds Timberlake in the corner for 3. That one no good. And rebound Michelli. The Womps finally miss. 4th rebound of the game from Michelli. And a foul on the rebound by Rachel Tutkiss. Braintree still 1 to give before that first bonus. A lot of time on the clock. They're going to have to be careful here. Michelli gets it back to Rourke. Down low. And put it up and in. Jenna Roach. Timberlake, as it just stripped, taken away by Nelson. And Roach does, Timberlake rather that time, does enough. Gives up that 7th team foul. Nelson has been all over these passing lanes. 2 more shots at the free throw line for her. And this is the first. That's going to get Keela Dixon back in here. Nicole Smith also back in, as is Marissa Fontaine for the Shamrocks. And Nelson makes the second. 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Moore tees up a 3 and gets it to go. The shots are falling from the outside. Will it hold? Fontaine out to Michelli. Smith tees up a 3 and answers right back. Dixon, charging in with the right hand, goes all the way to the basket. Count it. 2 more for Keela. Michelli looking to put on the same move, goes over the backboard, no good. Tuck-kiss with the board. Mackenzie Moore wasn't ready for the outlet pass, and it's taken away by Smith. Down low, shot is up and in for Shaughnessy. Timeout, Braintree. (28-24). It's all of a sudden a 2-possession game. But 16 points already in the game for Keela Dixon. And we still have 3:18 left to go in the first half. She had 22 in the win over Newton North, and she's on pace for a 30-plus night. Hit the buzzer a few times here, trying to get Braintree out on the court. The Womps ball. Timberlake, Dixon, Tuck-kiss, Mackenzie Moore, and Jenna Roach on the floor for Kristen McDonald. As Dixon again drives in the right hand, kick out, pass too strong for Jenna Roach. And I look over at Kristen McDonald, you saw the head fall back in frustration. That's twice now Braintree's used timeouts and has failed to get a good offensive possession out of it. Nelson. Down low, Fontaine using her size. And scores easily off the window. Roach, Braintree trying to act quickly. Roach puts it up, draws the blocking foul on Nelson. That's her first. 5th team foul, and Jenna is going to get a pair here. Makes her first point of the night for Jenna Roach. Maddie Fay comes back in. Kenzie Moore will take a seat. Makes them both. Michelli with some speed. Kick out. Smith, 3, no good. Michelli, another offensive board. Oh, right-handed scoop, no good. Dixon fighting for the rebound. And she gets tied up by Shaughnessy, and it will stay Braintree ball. And how about Emily Michelli? Another offensive rebound. She's got 5 boards in the game, 3 of them on the offensive end so far. Tuck-kiss, fakes out. Keela doesn't take the 3 that time. Gives it a Fay inside the 3-point line. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Smith. Michelli down low. Shaughnessy back to Michelli, and it pops into Timberlake's hands. Timberlake looking for a 3-on-1 break to Roach. Can't finish. Fay got a hand on the rebound. Timberlake's there for the follow-through and puts it up and in. Nice job by Maddie Fay just to get a hand on that rebound. Jenna Roach just picked up her 3rd foul. She's not going to be seen again probably until midway through that 3rd quarter. Nelson, more free throws here. Going to be a 1-and-1. Doesn't get it. Fay got the rebounds. Shot, no good. Maddie Fay, another offensive board, puts it right back up, no good. Third chance for Maddie. Third chance for the Womps, second for Maddie, and she gets it to go. Great footwork underneath the basket. Didn't put the ball on the floor. She's got 4 rebounds and 2 points now. 3 at the other end from Shaughnessy, no good. Rebound to Tutkus. Fay looking to catch up to this one. Shaughnessy behind her. Fay lays it up and in. Good outlet pass from Rachel Tutkus. She's got 5 rebounds now. Blocked by Dixon. And call foul. And Tutkus, I believe? Yes. Free throws here for Riley Laheath. 2 shots. Makes the first. Makes them both. Timberlake brings it across the timeline. Braintree can go 2 for 1 if they move quick. They're going to shoot it in about the next 10 seconds, though. Doesn't look like they're going to do it. Dixon fumbled with it a little bit. Tutkus trying to go through a crowd. Somehow gets through. Lost the dribble and gets it anyway. I don't know how you don't stop her there. Shamrocks looking for the final shot now. Shaughnessy down low against Fay, and they're going to call her for a blocking foul. Wow. I don't know what she did, but it must have been enough. Unbelievable. That's 10 now on the Womps, so the remaining 18.4. We'll get 2 shots here for the Shamrocks. Shaughnessy misses the first. Makes the second. Makes it a 9-point game, 38-29. Now Braintree can get the final shot. 15 seconds. Dixon gets it over to Fay. Cross to Moore. Tutkus. Get it back to Dixon. She's going to have to find. She got fouled. That's it. That is not going to make your coach happy if you foul with 2 seconds left in the shot. Not even just the shot clock, but the game clock. But because there's only 16 foul, Braintree's got to inbound it again.
Put it up. Put it up.
Dixon passes it. I don't know if Moore got it off in time. Didn't matter. Shot didn't fall. And that's the way the first half comes to a close. Braintree will take a 9-point lead into halftime, 38-29. Not exactly the prettiest finish they were probably hoping for, but some stellar play, especially from Keela Dixon. Maddie Fay off the bench, and Rachel Tutkus controlling the boards. Braintree will regroup, and they'll have to figure out some way to shut down Katie Nelson. She's only got 6 points. But she's definitely controlling the pace of this game right now. 38-29, don't go anywhere. It's halftime here at Bishop Feehan High School. We got a good one here. The Womps on top of the Shamrocks here on BCAM. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bishop Feehan High School. At halftime, the Womps a 38-29 lead over the Shamrocks. Glad you could join us here tonight. Jeff Poster for BCAM TV. Braintree looking to extend their early season success to a 4-0 record. Bishop Feehan looking to do the same thing. And Braintree really looking to get revenge, as this is the matchup of last season's South Sectional Final. Bishop Feehan won and went on to win the state championship in Division I girls basketball. And Braintree finally playing as the underdog here for the first time in a long time. But they're excited about that. They're trying to use it as their advantage. Getting a night of work in on their holiday break. Hope all of you enjoyed yours as well. And getting settled in to start 2017. Keela Dixon leading all scorers after the first half, 16 points. She was red hot from all over the field, driving into the basket, hit a couple of deep threes, and really, she as a whole in the Womps could not miss. On the other side of the ball, Bishop Feehan spreading it out. A couple of players with 4 points. No one really blowing anyone else out of the water. Katie Nelson did a nice job defensively, getting in some passing lanes and getting some points off of turnovers. But really, they were getting to the free throw line much more than Braintree was. And they'll start with the ball. Here's Nelson. Scoop layup is no good. And Bella Tanetti gets the rebound. Timberlake will try a three, no good. Rebound out in front of Tutkiss. She's able to track it down. Almost lost it. That shot no good. Nelson, another rebound for her. Up ahead all alone, Shaughnessy. I don't know who missed the coverage on that one, but it was definitely missed. Tanetti, a little crossover dribble. Gets past the defense, broke the ankles of a couple of defenders, and puts up two. Michelli, she was a factor in that first half. Dishes off to Shaughnessy. Emily gets it back. Long pass, Shaughnessy in the paint. Fontaine trying to get around Tanetti, puts it up and over her. And that's one thing that Braintree is trying to find a solution for, is they're undersized this season. And a player like Marissa Fontaine can really use that as an advantage. That was nearly taken away. Fontaine had realized it was coming towards her. Here's Roach from the free throw line, drives in, puts it up off the rim. Shot no good, but she's going to the free throw line. Foul is going against Michelli. That's her third. She's the only one in any sort of foul trouble for the Shamrocks. Nelson, Shaughnessy, Smith, and O'Heath each have one, as Roach makes the first. Can't make the second. Fontaine with the rebounds. There's Nelson along the baseline. Kicks out Michelli for three. Got it. Her first three of the night. Only the second of the game for the Shamrocks. And Kristen McDonald wants an early timeout here as it's cut to 4, 40-36. As Bishop Feehan comes out shooting here in the third quarter. Well, if you're Braintree, you got to think you attack Emily Michelli, playing with 3 fouls now. Jenna Roach on the other side also playing with 3 fouls. Braintree's going a little bit cold here. It's all relatively speaking, of course, based on how they shot the ball in the first half. They were lights out there for a while. I don't think they missed a shot until the second quarter. 6:11 left to go in the third. Now, Braintree hasn't been able to do much with their offense out of timeouts. At least in the first half, they took 2. One was a shot clock violation. The other one, they ended up turning it over on a steal. See what they do here. Roach gets a good look at a 3. Got it. Big time answer for Jenna Roach off the Michelli 3. And it'll be Michelli walking the ball across the timeline. Nelson down low. Fontaine double team quickly. Tutkus got a hand in the passing lane and then gets an elbow. Shaughnessy laughing about that foul as Tutkus was thrown up into the air. Mike Deedy thought it was a flop. One thing I gotta believe, Chris McDonald doesn't tell her girls to flop. Dixon tried to save her own. Michelli's got an open look to the lane. 3 Womps crashing down on her. Gets the shot up. And the foul the other way is against Tutkus. That's her third. Two shots here for Michelli. 2 for 2 thus far in the game at the free throw line. Hits all of them. Mackenzie Moore coming in. Rachel Tutkus will head out. Michelli misses a second. Faye batting around that rebound. Michelli comes up, got it, and then Faye takes it away. Dixon up ahead with Roach. Dixon was looking for a little give and go. Couldn't get a clean pass off. Mary Rourke was in the lane, and it's going to be a turnover on Keela. Gives it over to Nelson. Collapsed down on the baseline. Dixon got a hand on it. Michelli's got it. Shaughnessy, turnaround, hook shot. Got it. Shaughnessy's got 8. Tonetti, crossover on Nelson. Kick out Faye. Inside the 3-point line. No good. Roach the offensive board. Back outside Moore. Hit a 3 earlier. Looking for a second. Way off. Free ball from the corner, no good. Rebound to Dixon. Keela's going to the line. Fontaine will pick up the personal. Well, they've definitely keyed in on Keela Dixon. Trying to quiet her down. She has 16 points in the first half. Gets the first. Looks like Tenaglia is going to come back in. Tenaglia, I think, earned some extra minutes on the defense she played in the win over Newton North. Keela makes them both 4 of 4 tonight from the free throw line. She's going to get a quick breather here as Timberlake comes back in. Hey, trying to steal the inbounds pass from Michelli, knocked it out of bounds. Smith will inbound now. Took 2 seconds off the shot clock. Michelli again. Long outlet pass up to Fontaine. Marissa, look at she's thinking about 3. Smith down low. Michelli, good find. Emily Michelli, some good post presence there. First 2-point bucket of the night. Kind of surprising the way she's been involved. Tonetti stolen by Nelson. Timberlake. And call. Adriana for the personal. Trying to get it back from Nelson. That's her second. Team's second here in a 4-point game. Dixon and Tuckus back in. Tenaglia and Fay head out. Nelson looking to get past Dixon. Lost the dribble briefly. He was able to get it to Smith still. Shelley, left-hand dribble, stops, takes the shot, and drains it. I'll tell you, I've been more impressed with Emily Michelli here tonight on the offensive end. Dixon, guarded by Smith. They collapse down her. Dixon blocked from Fontaine. Picks up her own rebound. Shot clock doesn't reset. Tanetti straight away. Now drives against Michelli. Kick out. Tuckus finds Timberlake. Deep three. No good. Tuckus, one-handed rebound. They're going to put it back up. Draws the foul. Fontaine, another one. Picks up 2 quick ones here in the third quarter. First free throw attempts for Rachel tonight. Makes the first. Michelli and Fontaine both get a breather here for Mike Dede, as Tuckus makes both free throws. Back up to a 2-possession game, 47-43. 3 minutes left in the third. Nelson stops. Nice pass. Good find with the tall Brianna Gillen, her first 2 of the night. Timeout Braintree. 1-possession game, 47-45. Shamrocks taking it to Braintree here in this third quarter. 2:44 left to go. Emily Michelli now the leading scorer here for the Shamrocks. She's got 10. Go on with 7 rebounds, too. Very impressive. Katie Nelson. Only has 6 points. She got 2 steals. She's missed a couple of shots at the free throw line. Braintree's done a better job off those steals she's made of wrapping her up and making her earn them. Here we go, 2:44 left in the third. At a timeout again here for Braintree. They'll have the ball here. Tanetti, inbound nearly taken away by Smith. Dixon has it blocked by Gillen. Tuckus comes away with it, and then Tuckus goes down hard again. Yeah, held ball and stayed Braintree. The Bishop Feehan bench is livid with Rachel Tuckus. And Tuckus is hurt. He's very slow coming off the bench. She came down hard, and that's been more than once tonight that she's hit the floor hard. Timberlake gets it in. Tanetti, top of the key, trying to get around Gillen. Kick out. Adriana, hard push to the basket. Can't get the roll, and Gillen with it with the board. Adriana Gillen's come in and played some nice minutes here off the bench in the third for Coach Dede. Nelson around 2 defenders, no good. Maddie Fay with a rebound. Timberlake outside. Dixon looking for 3. Got it! Oh, Keela! She is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc tonight. And they have been shots as Roach gets the volleyball block briefly. Out of bounds, last touch by Feehan. 1:54 left to go. 50-45 now the score. As Michelli and Fontaine come back in. So a lot of size here between Michelli, Fontaine, Gillen, and for that matter, Mary Rourke, or Nicole Smith against Braintree. Coach Didi wants to see that paint disappear. Allie Dillon trying to match some size. Faye give off. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Dillon back to Timberlake down low. Faye lost it briefly, puts it up, no good. And Roach with an offensive board, back up and in to beat the shot clock. It hadn't reset. But Jenna Roach finds a way through. Smith for three from the corner, no good. Side of the rim, and Dillon with the rebound. Allie Dillon still controlling, spins around Smith. Dixon, she traveled. Braintree loves that fake out. And sometimes they get a little too eager and they drag that pivot foot. 52-45, 105 left in the quarter. Michelli's going to slow the pace down. She walks the ball. Down the court. Gillen around to Nelson for three. No good. Roach had the rebound batted away by Smith, but it winds up right in Faye's hands. Maddie Faye with another defensive rebound. That's 6 rebounds in the game, and she travels down low. She wanted a foul against Michelli and not going to get the call. So right now, the size is working here for Bishop Feehan. Nelson, the smallest player out there for them, and she's 5'8". Nelson inside, Gillen doesn't get the shot, but she's going to the line for two. Foul is on Timberlake. So Braintree now has Timberlake, Roach, and Tutkus all playing with 3 fouls. Gillen makes the first on the high arcing shot. Keep an eye on Rachel Tutkus too, see if she comes back into the game, sitting on the end of the bench as the Bishop Feehan trainer had to attend to her. Gillen makes both. 5-point game. Braintree can slow down for the final shot. Dixon's going to pull her way in, give it off to Faye. And she gets 2. 6 points for Maddie Faye. Fontaine for 3, in and out. Gillen got a hand on the rebound. Tanetti came over to challenge, and it's going to be off of her, out of bounds. 10.4 on the clock for the Shamrocks. Michelli gets it into Nelson. Down low, Michelli again. Blocked again. Carson, both Faye and Timberlake. It's going to stay Shamrock ball with 5 seconds. Michelli. Smith, Nelson, 3 seconds. Gillen. Down low, Fontaine. Got it off. No good. That's the way the third quarter comes to a close. Braintree, a little scary there. 1 point became a 2-point game, but it's 7 points here as we make the turn for home. 3 in the books, 1 to go. 54-47, the Womps on top of the Shamrocks. You're watching Braintree girls basketball right here on BCAN. Hi everybody, welcome back to Bishop Feehan High School. The Womps have a 7-point lead over the Shamrocks in their revenge. 54-47. Jeff Poster for BCAM TV. Glad you can join us here on a late December night during the holiday break. Shamrocks control here to start. Michelli. Down low to Fontaine. Nice bounce pass to find Nelson. Trying to go around Timberlake. Very good defense by Adriana there. Gillen played pretty well off the bench. She's able to put that win over Tutkiss. 4 points off the bench here, or 6 points rather, for Brianna Gillen. Good to see Rachel Tutkiss back out there though after she went down hard. Roach looking for another three. That one no good. Fontaine with the rebound. Nelson was trying to get a quick, fast break there. Faded a nice job to get a handling. Great outlet pass from Tutkiss. Roach gets hammered by Gillen. No foul. Just a clean block from Brianna Gillen. Brianna Gillen has been phenomenal off the bench here for Mike Dede. Big time spark plug. Tutkiss, the inbound. Timberlake. Dixon, she's been the hot hand, especially early. They've done a good job containing her. And Nelson again, third time she's gotten in the passing lane for a steal, and then she's fouled. Bella Tonetti with the personal. That's only her second. Team's fourth. The teams are even at 4 fouls apiece. This will be a side out. Nelson looking to drive past Timberlake, and they're going to get Adriana. That's her fourth. She's going to have to sit down. Sophomore Adriana Timberlake. 2 tough games in a row here in terms of foul trouble. 7 points on the night. As Nelson, awkward shot. Couldn't find the angle. Tonetti, the rebound, pushing the other way. Bella, we're going to take it herself. Underhand shot is not good. And then Tutkiss, she knew it. Commits the foul on the rebound attempt. That's 4 on Rachel. Braintree is really going to have to show their depth here now with 2 of their starters with 4 fouls. Nelson's got it. A 5-point game, 6.5 left. Gillen, she's been a big factor as Michelli launches a 3, no good. Rebound to Tenaglia. But her pass is blocked by Smith. Tonetti gets over. Who's the foul on? It's on Nelson. Breathe a sigh of relief. Only Nelson's second, but you gotta, if you're Braintree, you do not want to pick any more fouls as Jenna Roach comes back in. Tenaglia gets a breather. Dixon calls out a set play. Roach with the cut, cross, lost the ball. Taken away by Smith. Fontaine, she took the 3 earlier. Not going to try it again. This one tipped, and it should be off Gillen, which it is. Brianna Gillen's going to come off, but pretty good minutes there from her. 6 points off the bench. She only played a couple of minutes in the first half. And timeout, Kristen McDonald and the Womps with 5:49 left to go. It's a 5-point game, 54-49. Womps are back in action January 3rd. They will be on the road in Framingham to take on the Flyers. January 6th at Needham, and they do not return home until January 10th when they host the Dedham Marauders. In fact, after that game in Dedham, the Whomps only have 5 more home games before potentially they get a home playoff game or 2. They will also be competing again this year back in the Hoop Hall Classic out in Springfield at the Basketball Hall of Fame. That's on January 13th. In the first round, they take on Enfield, Connecticut. We're not part of the Hoop Hall Classic a season ago. And besides the loss to Bishop Feehan last season, that Hoop Hall Classic, when they last participated 2 years ago, was the previous loss for Braintree. So, like you said, throughout this game, this is the rematch. But not only is it a rematch, Braintree has a chance to take down the defending state champs and the team that ended their huge winning streak of 60-plus games. Braintree had to scramble to get back in. The ball was in play. They had to pass it in. Moore puts up a 3, no good. And Smith with the rebound. Foul committed by Dixon. It's just Keela's second, but that's the 17th foul on Braintree. But, so it's going to be 1-1 here, at least for the remaining 5:32, as Nelson makes the first. This could be a lot of free throws here if Braintree's not careful. Makes them both. Just 4 or 6 from the line, and now the Shamrocks out pressuring, and Dixon's able to draw a foul on Smith. Something we might see a lot of here. Just the second on Nicole. 16 fouls, so even Bishop Feehan only has 1 more to give. And an offensive foul the other way. I think this is on Jenna Roach. Now Maddie Fay. She's got 3 now. That's a good thing it wasn't on Jenna Roach, or that would have been her 4th. That'll get Fay out, and Rachel Tutkiss comes back in playing with 4 fouls. Expect the Shamrocks to attack her. Timberlake as well playing with 4 fouls. Nelson looking to get past Roach. Nelson bounces off Roach, shot no good. Gillen has the rebound. Tutkiss had to be careful, and they succeed the rebound to Gillen. A nice, good, disciplined defense by Tutkiss on Shaughnessy. Up ahead, Timberlake. Hand off Moore. Timberlake's got it back. Good looking at 3. Puts it up, no good. Down goes Roach. And we're going to get a held ball. In favor of Braintree. Timberlake bounce pass into Moore. Right up and in. Good look for Mackenzie Moore. Nelson, in a 56-51 game, Braintree has led the whole way. Michelli loses the handle, steal by Moore. Dixon, Roach backs up and lets some clock run here as Braintree resets. Tutkiss, Moore, Roach has it back. Shot clock down to 8 seconds, and again, Nelson nearly out in the lane. Keeler gets it back, steps into a 3, no good, air ball. Had to shoot it with 1 on the shot clock. She thought she was going to get a foul, and it doesn't drop. That's the first 3 that Keela's missed tonight. 4:03 left to go. 5-point game. Smith puts up a 3, no good. Moore, good position and footwork there to box out Shaughnessy, gets the rebound. Timberlake nearly lost it. Tenaglia, who just came in, saved it. Moore's got it back. Roach Good find, Timberlake. She's got to go all the way to the basket there. Instead, Moore, straightaway three. He's good! Mackenzie Moore. 2 threes off the bench tonight. Fontaine. Down low, Michelli. Michelli finds Shaughnessy all alone underneath, and she gets 2 more. $11 points for Shaughnessy. And Nelson getting in the passing lane again. She couldn't save it, and her momentum took her out of bounds. Side out here, Timberlake.
That's one timeout, coach, right?
Timberlake into the paint, tangled up, and draws the foul. Smith commits the personal. That's her 3rd. And a couple of big 3 throws here for Adriana Timberlake. Makes the first. These are her first 2 attempts tonight. Misses the second. And Shelley gets the rebound. Bring it up herself. Dixon poked it free briefly. Braintree was able to extend the lead to 7. Roach cuts off Nelson's path to the basket. Smith up top. Fontaine driving with the left hand, and she traveled. Good defense again from Tutkus, who's playing with 4 fouls and doing a nice job. And Bishop Feehan will call timeout with 2:29 left, 60-53. Braintree on top in a tight one. So Keela Dixon, who had 16 points in the first half, only 5 here in the second. I think that's been a big part of why Bishop Feehan has been able to keep this close and get back into it. They've been as close as 2. But Dixon has been contained here in the second half. She's got 21 in the game. I failed to mention, too, that last time Adriana Timberlake went to the free throw line, put Braintree in that first bonus. That was the 7th team foul that Smith committed, her 3rd. Braintree can attack the paint again and hope for more trips to the free throw line. 2:20 left to go in the game. Tutkus over to Faye, gets it right back. Tutkus, kick out Dixon, that's a 2, no good. Rebound bounces around, finds its way to Jenna Roach. Nelson contesting it. And it's going to go out of bounds, they say. Last touch by Roach. Jenna Roach has 4 offensive rebounds in this game. She's a point guard. Nelson alone. Briefly, Roach comes over. Nelson lost it, able to get it back. Fontaine, open look at a 3, no good. Rebound batted around. Foul's on the floor. If it's on Tutkus, which it is, she's done. That's the night for Rachel Tutkus, her 5th. She finishes the night with 6 points. 8 rebounds. Unofficially, of course. And played some pretty good defense there down the stretch. Took a beating in the game, too. A couple of hard fouls hit the ground. But so, Krista McDonald will turn to Maddie Faye. One of the 5 captains this season, coming off the bench. Finish this one off. 1:51 left. As Shaughnessy hits the front end of a 1-and-1. Makes them both. Nice night for Anna Shaughnessy. 13 points for her. Quietly. Travel by Tanetti. This one's really going to come down to the wire here. 60-55, 141 left. Feehan with the ball. Nelson finds the lane of the basket, can't get the shot to fall. Shaughnessy, and who's this one on? Maddie Fay picks up the personal. That's her fourth. And more free throws here for Shaughnessy. First one rattles in. Five of 5 from the line tonight. Dixon trying to get through the defense, finds her way through. Nearly lost it. Timberlake secures it. 13 on the shot clock. Tanetti into the paint, kick out Timberlake. Back up top to Roach. Jenna's going to have to shoot it. Instead she gives it over to Tanetti. Bella's got to take it. Bella, the runner is no good. Shaughnessy gets the rebound. Good defense from the Shamrocks. Michelli, one possession game. Stops, takes the shot, no good. Rebound controlled by Fay over to Dixon. And timeout called by Kristen McDonald. I believe this is her last. Oh man, don't go anywhere now. Maddie Fay just grabbed her 7th rebound. It's a one possession game with Bishop Feehan in the double bonus now. So they have 2 shots the rest of the way. Braintree has the ball here, 60-57. No one really in foul trouble for the Shamrocks. Michelli and Smith have 3 apiece. Rachel Tupkis has fouled out for the Womps. Adriana Timberlake and Maddie Fay both playing with 4. Jenna Roach has 3. 2 apiece for Keela Dixon and Bella Tanetti. 50.2 to be exact on the clock. One of these teams will take their first loss of the season. Roach is going to inbound. Nelson covering her, goes back court to Dixon. Only a second had come off the shot clock. Dixon, a little shove, no call to get Smith off of her. Fay has it, outside to Tanetti. 34 seconds. Offensive foul. Maddie Fay picks up her 5th. She's done. Kristen McDonald's going to get an explanation, taking this as a borderline call, if anything. It may have been a makeup. Keela Dixon gave a little shove, might have gotten away with that one, but either way, that's the night for Maddie Fay. Finishes with 6 points and 8 rebounds. There's some good minutes off the bench. Mackenzie Moore comes in. 32 and a half left. Braintree's going to have to rely on their defense here. They'll get the ball back, barring an offensive rebound. Fontaine down low. Nelson trying to reverse it. Gets it up and in. 6th basket. The 3rd field goal for Katie Nelson. Cross court Timberlake. And they foul. 10.7 in a 1-point game. Keela Dixon's going to the line. Michelli just picked up her 4th. This is only a 1-and-1 attempt for Keela Dixon. That was just the 18th foul. Big time free throws. Keela can't make it. Michelli gets the rebound. She's tripped. No call. Shaughnessy's got it. Nelson with 5 seconds. Katie Nelson dribbling through the crowd. Nelson gets the shot up. She's fouled. And Nelson will go to the line with 1.5 to try and win the game as Keela Dixon commits the personal. Wow. Katie Nelson with a chance to put the game away with 1.5 seconds and Braintree out of timeouts. Makes the first, we're tied. Tied at 60. Makes them both. And the BU-bound senior, Roach, gets the shot off. No good. Bishop Feehan came all the way back, trailed the entire game, and they end up winning it in the final seconds off 2 free throws from the captain and BU-bound senior Katie Nelson. And Braintree loses a heartbreaker in tough fashion. Keela Dixon had a chance to put it away, and the pressure might have just gotten to her. Some borderline calls in the end, but a great game between the state's 2 top teams in Division I girls basketball. Unfortunately, the state champs now have back-to-back wins over the Womps, who can't get their revenge. Luckily for Braintree, according to head coach Mike Deedy of Bishop Feehan, they may see this team as many as 2 more times this season. They've got the Comcast Arbella tournament later on this year, and I know what Braintree's saying, we'll get you in the playoffs. The final score, the Bishop Feehan Shamrocks 61, your Braintree Womps 60. The Womps drop to 3-1 on the season. Bishop Feehan improves to 4-0. They'll be back in action January 3rd as they head out to Framingham. They won't be back home until January 10th as they host the Dedham Marauders. We'll have the action covered for you. Make sure you stay connected by following BCAM on Twitter and head over to bcam.tv. That's going to do it here for our coverage here at Bishop Feehan High School. On behalf of our cameraman and director, John Arfanos, I'm Jeff Poster. Again, your final score, Bishop Feehan 61, Braintree 60. We'll see you next time.